Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Sunday Shoutouts here on the OCNJ Local podcast. Your podcast, your podcast. How many times can I say that? For everything happening here in America's greatest family resort. We're your hosts, Dominick, Dougherty, and Drew Fasy. I almost got it wrong.
You did get it wrong, dude.
I did. I saved myself, though.
No, you got it wrong.
You would think we've been so consistent that I would actually be better at the intros. I've actually gotten worse as we've been more consistent.
You have been consistently bad at the intros. But we are your local guys.
Listen, at least I'm consistent. That's all I got to say.
Yes, and it's good to be consistent.
Yeah, and it's good that we're consistently getting these shout outs out because there's a lot of good stuff happening here in the community, as always, especially as we head into the busy season. Not only are we going to have some shout outs, but if you stick around to the end, Drew and I are going to weigh in on the question that kind of took the internet by storm for about 36 to 48 hours this week. And Drew doesn't know what the question is. So if you know what the question is, you know what's coming.
I do not know what the question is. It was dangled in front of me, but I got no information. And I'm all tingly waiting for it, Dom.
It's a good one. All right. Drew, why don't you start off? I know you got a couple. I got a couple.
I have a really good one to start off with.
Go ahead.
So, Ocean City High School senior Christopher Garrebrand will be attending Harvard University in the fall.
Ooh.
Christopher was one of 25 National Honor Society scholarship winners, which recognizes NHS members who exemplify the pillars of NHS, which are scholarship, service, leadership, and character. At 18, Chris has volunteered more than 1,000 hours supporting vulnerable populations. There's a list. It's almost too long to get into, Dom, of the things that this young man has been involved in, helping people who are at risk, vulnerable populations. Among other things, he's the captain of both the swimming and lacrosse teams. He's the vice president of the school's math club. He's the founder and president of the Standardized Testing Club, which helps students improve their standardized tests. He's an officer on the class council and founder and president of the school's grilling club. I don't know Christopher personally, but from all accounts, he's a great kid. He's an impressive young man, clearly an impressive young man. And I believe that his goal is to become a naval officer. So shout out to Christopher Garrebrand, pretty impressive kid.
We should try and get him on. I want to talk to
this kid. Would be fun.
Yeah, this kid. I want to invite him over to cook on my grill that we got last year. Totally. I will get it all cleaned up again. He needs to come
back
over.
Still hurts from that adventure.
That was a good adventure, though.
It was a good adventure to Dennisville, right? Dennisville or Dennis Township?
No, Dennis Township. We'll stick with the college team then, since we're there. Congratulations to Tommy Grimley. He committed to Cookstown, where I believe he will continue his football and wrestling careers, or one or the other. So congratulations to him.
Now, Dom, I heard that he would wrestle at Cookstown.
Okay.
And not play football. I could be wrong.
No, it looks like that actually from what I'm looking at here. So he's going to wrestle there. College wrestling. God bless you.
I'm a little surprised, I have to say, because the kid was a heck of a football player, man.
Yeah, he was an all-division linebacker.
Yes, he was. Anyway. Kid had a nose for the ball. I mean, he was an outstanding football player for Ocean City.
Well, good for him. At least he's going to, go on and continue his athletic career. So that's awesome. One more I got. Congratulations and shout out to all of the, I'm a track nerd. I was track runner in high school, and that's my thing. I guess there's a new way they do, or there's a new meet that wasn't around when I ran, like 5 or 10 years ago in high school. The South Jersey Track Coaches Association Elite Meet. Ocean City sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 runners to the meet. So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Looks like that's just from the girls team, actually. So they sent 13 runners just from the girls team. And Maeve Smith broke 5 minutes in the mile, which is very, very impressive. And she will continue her career at Villanova next year.
Wow.
So good for her.
Good for Maeve.
Yeah, Villanova is a powerhouse in distance running. It always has been.
And a great school, and broke 5-minute mile. Wow, that's incredible.
Cool. What's the other one you got for us, Drew?
So I wanted to give a shout out to the OCHS After Prom Committee. They're getting ready for their 20-something year, putting on a great event to keep our kids safe and prevent all manner of mistakes that could happen on prom night, right? And the after prom at Ocean City, I've witnessed it. I've been a part of it. I was on the committee. I was a volunteer. What that night is for these kids is nothing short of spectacular. And it's a huge event at the high school after the prom. And it's incredible, just incredible, everything they have for those kids. And they need volunteers, folks. They need volunteers. So if you have time, Friday during the day, Friday evening, Saturday during the day, Saturday evening, Saturday night, or Sunday early morning, please volunteer. You don't have to have any special skills. You don't have to, they just need bodies. They need help putting up decorations and all kinds of stuff. It's not hard. There's a group of parents who do the kind of the hard work, if you will, but they need hands, they need bodies, and it's a great event for kids. And again, without this, who knows what kids would get into after the prom, right? So we want to support this in a big way. So if you have, even if it's an hour, 2 hours on Friday, Saturday, or early Sunday morning, please get out there and help this awesome group, the After Prom Committee, and all the volunteers, and especially help the kids.
So yeah, there's a Facebook page or somewhere where they can go if you want to go volunteer. I believe it's the Ocean City After Prom Committee, or is it just Ocean City After Prom?
I think it's Ocean City After Prom.
Do I have permission?
If not, reach out to me. I'll get you in touch
real fast. Yeah, comment
or
here.
Just show up at the high school on Friday, Saturday, or early Sunday morning.
Well, what day, Drew? It's not like it's this weekend, so we don't want people showing up next weekend.
That's a good point. It's not this weekend, is it? Or is it?
No, it's not. This weekend. Yesterday was the block party, so it's usually that. I don't know when the prom is.
I am going to break my own rule.
So it's called the Ocean City After Prom Party. If you look that up on Facebook, you'll be able to find and follow and get involved that way.
Yeah.
It looks like I don't know what day the prom is. So sorry.
I don't know either, but you can go to Sign Up Genius and look for OC After Prom 2025 volunteer. It's so the prom is actually Saturday, May 17th. Okay. And they actually need volunteers starting Thursday the 15th through Sunday the 18th.
Yes.
So
And many
there you
hands
have
make
it.
light work.
Yep. If you even an hour, even if you're busy schedule and you can only give an hour, they'll take that hour and it'll be much appreciated.
Definitely. Even if your kids aren't in high school, they will be someday. So, give that time. All right, I got two more shout outs. My next shout out is to Gabe Miran and Brendan Sardi. They went on to win the Cape Atlantic League doubles title in tennis. They lost the first set 5-7, came back, won the second set 6-2, and then it looks like the final set, the championship set, went into a tiebreaker, and they ended up winning 10-5. So congratulations to them and their doubles championship in the Cal.
Wow, that's great.
And then my final shout out goes to all of the parents that survived the Ocean City Hunger Games yesterday. Camp registration was moved from May 1st to a Saturday, Drew, May 3rd. And I can only imagine how that intensified the carnage.
Mayhem. Had to create mayhem.
Yes. So shout out to the parents. Fingers crossed you got the camps your kids want. No word back from the city on getting the preferred seating for the locals in a couple day early registration. It looks like they actually went in the opposite direction and just opened the floodgates.
Wow.
So,
wow.
Shout out to the survivors. I'm going to leave it right there in my comments about the city moving the date. But
okay, before you get on to your question, Dom.
Yes.
I'm going to add on another shout out. So you just threw the city under the bus.
I did not throw them under the bus. I'm just saying that the carnage was absolutely horrendous. I'm sure.
Yeah,
many crashed computers.
Little bit. You insult them a little bit.
Well, as a parent who just tried to fight their way through that, it was tough. The odds
my shout out is to a previous guest, Dan Kelchner.
Oh, look at you. Go ahead. Keep going.
The Ocean City High School Carey Stadium is getting a new digital scoreboard.
Is it going to be like a digital screen scoreboard?
Digital screen scoreboard.
Like the one at Mainland?
And it's legit. It's, just like televisions, flat screen TVs, when they first came out, they were $6,000, right? Now you can go to Sam's Club and buy a 52-inch for $300 or something crazy. They got a big digital scoreboard. I'm not going to say the price because I'm not sure that information is out there, but let's just say that in my opinion, it's a great deal, and it's going to be like they can hook a camera to it and show instant replays. They can do all kinds of stuff. It's going to be cooler than cool, and it's going to be installed this year.
Awesome. That'll be great for Battle of the Beach. Maybe even the Junior Raiders.
I didn't say it was going to be installed by Battle of the Beach. I didn't say that. Make that claim.
Right. So let's fingers crossed that we won't have to wheel in another F-150 with a big flat screen on the back this year.
Yes, but I'm hoping that it will be. I can tell you that today and yesterday they dug the trench for the wiring to go to the equipment.
Okay.
So it's moving along.
So they are pretty cool. Mainland has a new scoreboard, and it's pretty awesome. Like a player makes a big play, and they have like a hype video of that player that they'll show after they make the play. If I can make one suggestion, one very simple suggestion to the city, you should probably throw that scoreboard out that's there. If you don't, move it to the opposite end zone. Put a scoreboard in the opposite end zone. So no matter which way you look, you can see. That's just my suggestion. But anyway,
the thing failed every third day. Why would you want to keep that?
That's why I said they should probably throw it out. But Drew, you kind of busted up my flow here because I was talking about the carnage created by moving the day.
All right, I'm sorry.
And the question now that we have to weigh in on in the next 4.5 minutes, that's our time limit. The question that's swept the internet for 36 hours. So if it stayed in the news cycle for that long, that it was a big question. Could 100 men or women take on and beat one gorilla? I kid you not. This was the question, Drew. Could 100 men take down one gorilla? I don't know. And honestly, I've thought about it. Like,
all right, so here's my first question.
No unarmed men, 100 unarmed men. Just
are they baby boomer men? Are they Gen Z? Are they Gen Y?
Okay, we'll say 100 men in their physical peak. Could they take down one gorilla? That's what I'm assuming. Like, it's not going to be like,
So I'm on the cusp of that, right? I think my generation, absolutely.
You think the baby boomers in their physical peak could have taken down a gorilla? Now, that's a good thing. I don't think it really went into generations.
Today's generation, like the under 20, I don't think that they could take down Gorilla Glue.
See, that's just like the stereotypical ageism of all generations.
Yeah,
like,
I'm an ageist.
I am. What I mean? That's all.
I'm an ageist.
That's all that is right there. Like, that's just you say, well, my generation was better than, we could get your dad on. We could get your dad on here, and he'd say you wouldn't stand a chance against that gorilla.
And he would be 100% accurate.
So
the greatest generation. Oh, there you go. The greatest generation. It wouldn't even take 10 of them to take.
What about the generation that fought in World War I? I think they would be okay. They might be able to handle the gorilla. I don't know though, Drew.
Is that really an internet question, Dom?
I swear to God, it's like many people have weighed in on this. Like, this took the internet by storm this week. What a lot of people said is that
I don't know why I don't have this kind of excess time.
You got to listen to the radio when you're in your car. It's like it was all over sports talk radio. Everyone was talking about it. Like, could you take down this gorilla? And I don't know if you could. The gorilla's like 400 pounds.
Gorillas are bad ass.
Yeah, it's got like 0% body fat. Like, it's 400 pounds and it can swing from a tree. Like,
and their arms are like, what, 8 feet long?
Dude, yeah.
7 feet long?
So what most people said is that, like, the gorilla would eventually get tired from just ripping the limbs off of so many men that eventually the surviving men would be able to overtake the gorilla. I don't know, though.
So here's my question. I think 100 men, if they all worked together, would just it's like, they would overwhelm the gorilla. But could 100 men work together to achieve that goal?
I don't know, Drew. I just think the gorilla could just...
I can't believe, Dom, that you actually got me to concentrate on this question. That's what happened on the internet, apparently.
See,
you have me going down that rabbit hole of...
So let's say 25 guys are attacking this gorilla at one time. You still got 75 guys. Like, I still just feel this gorilla is going to just grab an arm and rip it off. What a lot of people said was the first 3 guys that went in, and the first 5 guys that went in, would just get so brutally destroyed that everyone else would just turn away and say, "No, I'm good,"
and run. Yeah.
It got to the point. It got to the point actually where Mr. Beast said, "Hey, we're going to do this. Do I got any volunteers?" So you probably don't know who Mr. Beast is, but he does a lot of these challenges. He's a YouTube billionaire. So
let's go. All right. So I went generational. Let's go geographical. I mean, you get 100 dudes from South Philly, you have a fighting chance, right? You get 100 dudes from Southern California, no fighting chance.
That's not true. You got guys in pretty peak physical shape in Southern California. You got some pretty good athletes there.
It's like what's that workout routine they have? They have what is that called? That where you're really good at that, but you're not good at anything else.
I don't know. I don't know
what you're talking about. Like I could, build my biceps up by lifting weights, every day, for, doing curls for every day for 5 years.
Listen.
But that doesn't mean I can,
fight a gorilla.
Biceps might look good, but that doesn't mean I can throw a football.
Does it mean you can, does it really mean you can fight a gorilla though? That's what we're talking about here. So
I can't
believe
we're even talking about it.
The whole world talked about it for 2 days, which means
I'm glad I'm unplugged, buddy. I'm glad I'm unplugged.
It's just a good thing that this is fun to think about. So anyway, leave us your comments below. Let us know. Could 100 men take down a gorilla? Drew and I included in that 100 men, just so you know. Anyway, we'll be back this week. Maybe we can get is his name Christian? I don't want to butcher his name. Christopher. I knew it was Chris something. Christopher. Maybe Christopher can come on, if not this week, but sometime soon. Seems like he's busy doing more important things than debating if 100 men could take on a gorilla.
I'm working on somebody good this week, Dom.
He's actually positively impacting society.
Yeah. I'm working on a good guest, though. I am working on a good guest.
All right. If not, we can talk about some other stuff, I'm sure. Maybe we'll find another good internet question. Well, enjoy your Sundays, people. May the 4th be with you. Oh, because it is May the 4th. Do you know what that is, Drew?
I do know what that is,
and
it's good. Almost as bad as my my Taylor Ponteri.
No, it was way better. It was way better than that one. May the 4th be with you. It's actually May the 4th. All right, let's wrap this up, Drew. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and humoring us here on a Sunday.
It was fun.
Get some rest. This has been the OCNJ Local, your podcast for everything happening here in America's greatest family resort. Peace out, everybody.